What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Varsity Overland channel. Today we're taking a look at the all-weather Elemental Duffel Bag from a company called Gorilladirt. I've had this bag for a few months now. I've been able to take it out on a couple camping trips, and I want to share my thoughts with you. If you're interested in getting this product or any other product from Gorilladirt, be sure to stick to the end of the video to see my unique discount code. But for now, let's get into it. Alright, so this is the Elemental Duffel Bag from Gorilladirt, and I do want to start with a disclaimer. I am an affiliate of Gorilladirt. I am an ambassador for Gorilladirt, hence why there will be a discount code at the end of the video. But I want to throw out that disclaimer because I was not an ambassador for Gorilladirt when I purchased this bag. I helped fund this bag on Kickstarter back at the beginning of the summer. I just thought it was a really cool looking bag. I thought it was a really cool concept. It has a lot of interesting features, things that I'm going to be discussing over the course of this review. But regardless, I am affiliated with Gorilladirt, but that will not stop my honesty when it comes to this review. So I am going to give you a lot of the pros and cons related to this bag, but I wanted to throw that out there. So now that that part's out of the way, let's get into actually the features, the material, the usefulness, and the durability of the Elemental Duffel Bag. So the first thing I noticed about this bag, what drew my attention to this bag, was the basic look of the bag. It does not have a lot going on in terms of design. It's got the logo in the front, and then it has the four elements. There's a mountain, wind, fire, and water, hence the Elemental Duffel Bag name. But other than that, there are no more logos on this bag. There are no more designs on this bag. It has a very basic, almost like old school, rugged, I would even say tactical design to the bag. And I kind of feel like it just presents in this functional way. It just looks like something that's going to be able to weather a storm. So it caught my eye, it caught my attention, and it allowed me to kind of become interested in this bag. So before I get into the finer details of the bag, I figured I'd mention what exactly I use this bag for. Currently, for my past couple trips, I've been using the bag to carry some items that I wasn't necessarily afraid of getting dirty, just because I did want to put it through its paces. I did want to kind of like leave it out in the elements, and if something should go wrong, I obviously didn't want, like my wardrobe in here in case it were to get wet. So what I've been doing is I'll keep just some basic truck supplies or camping supplies in here. Got a whole bunch of straps in here, obviously not well organized. I also have my mallet, got a safety rope, small hatchet, and my air compressor. So other than that, nothing else in the bag. So I just wanted to keep some things in the bag that, if they were to get wet, if they were to get dirty, I wouldn't necessarily care about it. And truthfully, the bag does not claim to be waterproof. It does claim to be water resistant or weather resistant, and I'll explain the details of that coming up. So this is the 28 liter version of the duffel bag. There's also a 65 liter version of the duffel bag. If you want to see what that duffel bag looks like, you can check out Gorilladirt's website, or also watch the video that Baptism Overland put together. He did a very in-depth review of this duffel bag, and he was using the 65 liter. But I have the 28 liter. I wanted to put it next to this backpack just so that you had a general idea, something to compare the size to. This is not a special backpack or anything. This is, I would say, the size of a typical grade school backpack. Most of us can assume we know how big that is. So it's about the same size, I would say. Obviously, much more rugged, however. And the material. So the material that this bag is made of is a polyurethane fabric. And the polyurethane fabric, this stuff right here, it is waterproof, all right? So when the bag says on the website, its description says that it is water resistant, the actual bag is what's water resistant. The material is waterproof, so you might be thinking, okay, what's the difference? Well, from my understanding, what has made the difference is the zipper and the way that the zipper operates. So you'll notice, and I think this is really cool, there's a small little zipper pocket or zipper sleeve here at the end to kind of help protect it from, you know, getting bogged up by dust and dirt and stuff like that, which is a very nice feature. But once you unzip the entire thing, it actually doesn't have any sort of protective sheath or anything like that beneath it. So I think that would be a nice addition, or even once you zipper it, if Gorilladirt could create a version of this that might have like a Velcro, just a big Velcro flap that you could lay over the top of it to keep it closed. I think that would be a nice addition, just because with my experience taking it out on a couple camping trips, especially the last camping trip that I went on, I left it out on top of my tonneau cover in the rain overnight, and I just wanted to see how damp things would get on the inside, and some water definitely got through that zipper and made the contents of the bag damp. I'm not going to say the contents were soaked, but I could feel it. I could see it. It was damp. So other than the polyurethane fabric being waterproof, the zipper is water resistant. It doesn't allow a whole lot through, but it does allow some through. And the other reviews I've seen online, like the one I mentioned before, it came to the same conclusion. Some dampness, some water will get through a little bit. So I wouldn't necessarily store things in here like, you know, your valuables or your bedding for your tent. Now, on the plus side, however, the way that the bag is constructed, it's really well done. All of the stitching everywhere that there is a strap, you know, or there's an extra piece added, even the side walls, all the stitching is double stitched. So it's on the outside and the inside, and it's also been heat pressed. So sometimes, you know, even really durable bags that have been stitched, they can allow some moisture to get through. This will not, because of the way it's been heat pressed together. And while I'm on this side of the bag, I can talk about some of these cool features. So this is like a MOLLE, I'm not going to say like a MOLLE panel, but it's like a MOLLE strap or some MOLLE loops that can allow you to attach things like carabiners, you know, or other small camping equipment. And then you've got this cool little zippered pocket. It is a mesh sleeve, so, you know, you can see through it. Some water could get through to here. Items I might think about keeping in this pocket might be simple items such as a knife, a compass, anything that you don't care about getting wet or dirty, you know, but want easy access to. But if you do want a small pocket to put things like, you know, your cell phone or your wallet and your keys, there's a pocket exactly like this on the inside of the bag. So looking through to the inside of the bag, this is the interior pocket. There's only one of these. It does have a zipper, but the pocket itself is made of the same material as the rest of the bag. So it's almost got this like two-layered waterproofing approach. So any moisture that might get into the bag, if it does happen to get through this zipper, it would also then have to penetrate a second zipper to get into this extra pocket that's in here. So I would definitely say that this bag is quite durable. I'm not afraid to get it dirty. You know, I like the material. I like the way that all of the straps and the buckles, everything, all the stress points, they're all double stitched, you know, which is a common flaw in a lot of other duffel bags. That's where they bear the weight when you pick them up, when you carry them, and that's where they're gonna like tear. I'm not afraid to like drop it in the mud by mistake or accidentally like leave it outside, you know, under my truck or outside at camp overnight or something like that. I'm not going to be paranoid. If it gets dirty, it gets dirty. If it gets stepped on, it gets stepped on. Like that's what this bag is meant for. I just really enjoy the fact that it has a rugged sort of like all-weather design. I also enjoy the bag's versatility. I love these kind of like molly loops right here. In fact, a lot of people are going to see these and think, oh, what can I attach to this bag? Which is, you know, definitely a possibility. But my first thought was, oh, these would make nice tie down points, you know, in case I wanted to put this in the bed of the truck and strap it to the side, you know, so some of my other gear doesn't roll over it. Or if I wanted to put it up on top of my roof rack, I could fish some of my tie down straps through here to guarantee that if it shifts forward or backward, you know, while driving, it's not going to slide too much. So these, to me, stuck out immediately as like nice tie down points just to kind of hold it in place, even if I never use them for anything else. So yeah, that's my quick review of the Elemental Duffle Bag from Gorilladirt. I just enjoyed the bag. I enjoy its ruggedness. I enjoy that I can get it dirty, just toss it into the bed of the truck without really caring about it. If you want to see more products like this, or if you like this exact bag, definitely visit the Gorilladirt website. You can use my code VarsitySave to get 5% off of your order. Gorilladirt also just released their first dry bag, which is made of the exact same material, the waterproof material of this bag, except in a dry bag form. So you would have to, you know, roll the top, clip it. It would absolutely stay completely dry on the inside, and you know, submergible, weatherproof, all that kind of stuff. And there may or may not be one headed my way, so expect another review for that bag in the future. But that's going to be it for today. Trying to keep it short and sweet. So yeah, I appreciate you guys sticking around, and I'll see you next time. Peace, people.